Hey Wild-Hearted Yogis, it's Alexis and I'm back with another flow just for you. This flow is going to have toppling tree as the peak pose. So if you've never done that before, lots of shoulder opening, balancing, and hamstring work. So if you have a strap, it'll be helpful today. We're going to be using that in the beginning of class to get the shoulders more open, and we can use it also during the peak pose. And if you have a block, it's going to be helpful today for the ab section of class. So go ahead and grab one of those or a book or something similar. And today, don't have any expectations around your practice. Sometimes it's really hard for me to follow my own advice, and that's something that I struggle with going into my practice, having a scripted way that I'm going to be looking in a pose or how the whole practice is going to go for me. And when I enter a practice without any expectations, I realize that it opens up a lot more possibility for me. So whether that be getting into a pose I've never tried before or actually taking a little bit more rest than I usually would, letting go of expectations is pretty helpful. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started on our mats. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get started today on our backs in Shavasana. So come all the way down with your arms by your sides. And go ahead and tuck your shoulder blades underneath you so that you can flatten your upper back on the mat. Feel free to take your ankles out to the edges of your mat and splay your feet open. And just start to breathe here. Feel fully supported by your space, the earth, the ground beneath you. Maybe you didn't expect to get class started in Shavasana and you're ready to move and you're a little bit wiggly. So no right or wrong there, just notice how your mind sometimes controls your body, and see if you can start to slow down your thoughts by amping up your breath. And focus on that. And gently start to tee out your left arm, palm faces the ground. Roll over onto your left side using your right foot as a tool. And we'll take broken wings. So you can take your right arm behind your back. I'm going to take all my gadgets off. Then you can come to lay down on that arm. You can keep your right knee pointed to the sky and then have your left knee meet it. Or you can draw your legs out long. You can take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet to touch, knees splay out wide. And try to relax through the front of your shoulder so that you feel your scapula pressing into the mat. And if you'd like to deepen, you can crawl your fingers closer to your left shoulder. Your left arm can stay teed out, or you can reach it up overhead. That'll intensify the stretch slightly, so choose what works best for you. Knowing that today your body may be completely different than yesterday, even if you did the exact same pose. So no judgment, no expectations, just presence and reality. And wherever you are, start to draw both feet on the mat, tee out your left arm again, and roll off of your right arm. You can take big circles, open up the shoulder a little bit more, and then rotate the direction. Cool, so we'll switch it over to the other side. Right arm tees out. Start to shift the weight into the right hip. And then you'll take your left arm behind your back this time and slowly come to lay back on your arm. Keeping your knees pointing towards the ceiling, legs out long. You can even cross at the ankles if you'd like. To have a different sensation and experience of the pose. And then choose what you'd like to do with your right arm. It can stay teed out. You can reach it up and overhead. Or you can even place it on your belly. Whatever feels good here. Slowly plant your feet back down, roll over onto your right side. And you can take big circles with your left arm in one direction and then the other. So locate your block and then come back to lying down on your back. And take your knees to a 90-degree angle. Place your block at the front of your knees and take your elbows to the block. So you're gonna deep round through the spine and deep tuck through the low core. So your thumbs can press into your third eye center. And you wanna keep drawing your shoulder blades up off the mat. Pull your low belly up and in. And take an inhale. On your exhale, lower your left foot to hover. Good, bring it back on your inhale. Exhale, lower your right foot to hover. Good, come back to center and then switch it over to the other side. So we'll take a few of these, matching breath to movement, and you'll stay really curled through the spine, big deep tuck through the abs. Good, a few more. Keep that breath flowing and keep pressing into the block with your elbows. We'll do one more each side. Good, so you can release this down. And place the block in between your thighs. Squeeze on that block so your inner thighs are activated. And then take your hands behind your head. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, lower your toes to the mat. Good, your arms can also reach out long if you'd like. Draw your knees back to center. Then exhale, draw the toes down. So working in that deep core, come back to center with the knees. And then just gently touch the toes down, keeping the low back zipped up on the mat. Let's do 5 more of these. And keep the breath flowing, exhaling as you drop down. Keep the space between your eyes relaxed and unclench your jaw. I'm saying that because I'm doing it. Good, last one. Good, so then take your legs up the wall and take the block in between your calves or in between your ankles, you choose. You can take your hands behind your head or arms can come out long. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the heels to hover, squeeze that block. Good, inhale, come back to center with the heels, keep the toes flexed. And exhale to a hover. Okay, we'll do a few more of these. Matching breath to movement. Exhaling as you drop your heels down. Keep that low belly active, low back zipped up on the mat. Let's do 3 more. You can always grab the edges of the mat, pull them down for more stability. Last 2. And last one. Good, you can drop that block down and kick it off to the side. And if your mat came to bunch up, you can fix it. Bring your knees in towards your chest and rock up to a tabletop position. And we'll take a few cat-cows here with fingers spread out really wide. On your inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, melt your shoulders down your back. And exhale, cat, looking towards your navel. Good, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. One more. Really round through the spine and tuck the low belly up and in. Pause here for a moment and see if you can pull your navel more in towards your spine. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under and press back to bear pose. So chest is close to your thighs. Arms are pretty straight, fingers are spreading out really wide. On your inhale, ripple forward to a high plank. And on your exhale, bend your knees, wave back to bear pose. And 2 more, warm up the spine. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to bear. Last one, inhale, high plank. And this time, exhale to bear pose and hold it. And really spread those fingers out wide. Press through the L's of your hands and then lift the hips up for down dog. And pedal out your feet. One heel comes to the mat and then the other. And then come to stillness. Reach your tailbone up to the sky. Melt your shoulder blades down your back. And set your gaze between your feet. Now inhale, look to your hands. And on your exhale, step your feet up for ragdoll pose. And grab opposite elbows. And swing side to side. And then come to stillness and take a chest expansion. So interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. If you have that strap, you can grab it and hold on to your strap with both hands. Reach your arms up and overhead. And you can use the strap to help open up your shoulders. Press down through your feet, lift your tailbone up, and reach the crown of your head to the floor. Really heavy through your upper body. Then release that strap down if you have it, off to the side. And draw your left foot behind your right for an IT man stretch. So you crawl over to the right side of your mat with your hands. And if you have a block, you can use that if you can't quite reach the floor. And press your hips back and down. Lead with your chest as you draw your heart closer to your knee. And come back to center, uncross your feet. And then step your right foot behind your left for an IT band stretch. So crawl over towards the left side. Press down firmly through the left heel so you feel rooted in your foundation. And you can draw your chest closer to your thigh and fold. Okay, come back to center, uncross your feet. Grab your strap, and on your inhale, come all the way up to mountain pose. So I'm gonna face you so you can see me a little bit better. We're gonna do a few stretches with the strap to open up the shoulder. So for mountain pose, take your strap in both hands and reach it up to the sky so your wrists are straight over your shoulders. Take an inhale, really lengthen through your side bodies, lift your kneecaps. And on your exhale, side body stretch to the right. Use this strap, really pull down on the strap with the right hand so you get a deeper stretch in the left side of your body. And come back to center, inhale. Exhale, stretch over to the other side. So left hand's pulling on the strap to open up the right side body. And inhale, come back to center. You can widen your hands on the strap because we're gonna take the strap down to the hips first with control. Keep your arms straight. And then as you inhale, your arms will stay straight. It'll come up and overhead and then back behind you. So you're gonna feel your armpits really hollow out. And then your strap comes down to your glutes or to your sacrum. Good, we'll inhale, reach it up and over, arms stay straight. And exhale to draw it down. Inhale, reach it up and over, and then exhale it to the back. Good, take one more. And if you're starting to feel more open in the shoulders, you can choke up on the strap in the middle so that you have less space between your hands. So up and over and down. And inhale up and exhale to the glutes. Good, you release your strap off to the side. We'll meet in mountain pose. So inhale, reach your biceps up by your ears. On your exhale, cactus your arms and step your left foot back for a curtsy lunge with cactus arm back bend. So pull your elbows down to open up your heart. Activate Jalandhara Bandha, so pretend there's a grapefruit under your chin and squeeze your chin slightly towards your chest. Get really low in that left knee. Good, inhale, come back to center, look between your hands. And exhale over to the other side. So bend deeply through the right knee. Jalandhara Bandha in the throat and open up the chest. Good, inhale back to center. And on your exhale, standing split. The left leg will reach up to the sky. Right foot is planted. And look towards your right knee. And notice what's happening with your left foot. Make sure it's engaged, toes flexed towards your shin. And lift up a little bit more through that left heel. Take an inhale. Then on your exhale, step the foot back at an angle. And reach your arms up for warrior one. So press the blade edge of your left foot. Slide your right hip back and your left hip forward. And bend through your right knee so much that it's over the right ankle. Good, pull your low belly up and in. Release your shoulders out of your ears. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, look to your hands. On your exhale, step or jump to the top. Halfway lift on your breath in. Lift your heart. And on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale to mountain pose. Lengthen through the muscles between your ribs. Then on your exhale, step your right foot back, get low in the knee, open up your chest. Good, inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to the other side, low through the left knee. Good, inhale, come back. And then exhale, standing split. Right leg reaches high. Gaze towards your left foot. The hands can stay tented, or if you have the flexibility, you can plant down through your palms. Turn the inside of your right thigh towards the floor. Lift up a little bit more through your right heel. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot back at an angle. Bend through your left knee. Inhale to warrior one. Slide that left hip back and that right hip forward. Zip up through your midline. Take an inhale, look between your thumbs. And exhale, chaturanga. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's flow through that breath to movement. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step, jump, hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, cactus your arms, step your left foot back, open up your chest. Inhale, lift back up to mountain. And then exhale to the other side, bend through the right knee. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, standing splits. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Step that left foot back at an angle. Inhale up to warrior one. Look up and back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step, jump, hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Mountain pose. Pull that low belly in and up, engage the core. And exhale the right foot back, open the chest. Inhale, sweep arms up to mountain. And then other side, exhale, lift the heart. Inhale, back to mountain. Then exhale, standing splits. Right leg reaches high. Draw it down at an angle. Inhale, up and back, arc your warrior one. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then one more time through before we change it up. Inhale, look to your hands. If you want to shorten your down dog like me, bring the insides of your feet together, bend your knees, and then hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Mountain pose, rise. Look up between your hands, and exhale, step the left foot back, bend and hover that knee. Inhale, back up to mountain, and exhale to the other side. Get really low, and sweep back up to mountain. Maybe take a little back bend here, then exhale, fold, and lift the left leg for standing splits. Then drop the foot down at an angle. Maybe step the right foot up. For warrior one, take it up and back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, up and back. Good, inhale, look to your hands. You can stack the feet or bend, hover, keep the feet together as you hop. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Mountain pose, rise. You can reverse swan dive up. Then exhale, step the right foot back, open up the chest, pull the elbows down. Inhale, come back. Then exhale, really focus on pulling those elbows down towards your hips. Lift up to mountain. Then exhale, standing splits, right leg reaches high. Big step back at an angle with that right foot. Inhale, arc your warrior one. And exhale, plant hands, step it back, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, so notice if your shoulders are engaged. You'll know because you'll feel a pinch between your shoulder blades on your back. And if you don't feel that pinch, see if you can squeeze them together so you activate the muscles around your mid-back. And that'll help to really press your heart forward. Good, so keep that integration in the shoulders. Inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky. Then bend and stack your hip. You can open it up, roll out your ankle. Lift a little bit higher through that right knee so you keep reaching it towards your ceiling. And then reach the foot back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose or knee to face. So see where you can draw the knee. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, step your foot to your thumb for low lunge. So you can tense your fingers out here and floss out the joint if you need a moment to open the hip up a little bit more, the hip flexor. Take what you need. And drop your left knee down and untuck the toes. On your inhale, we'll sweep up to Anjaneyasana or crescent moon. And draw that left hip flexor down to the mat. Your right knee will come over your right ankle. And keep the midline engaged, so low belly in. And then engage the Mula Bandha, so by the perineum, by the base of your pelvis, pull it up towards your heart. Engage those muscles. Then on your exhale, back bend from here. So Jalandhara Bandha activated. And draw those elbows down towards your hips, just like we did earlier. Focus on that. Inhale, reach back up to crescent moon. Then exhale to twist. So left elbow comes over the right knee. So I know that this might be a deep twist right now. So if this is not accessible to you today, without judgment, come to an open twist. Right hand back, left hand forward. So listen to your body without expectations of how it should look, and take the variation that works for you right now. Good. Tuck your back toes under, and on your inhale, lift your left knee up off the mat. And on your exhale, twist deeper. So lean back in the twist. Lift the back of your left leg to the sky, and your gaze. So your gaze will be on the ceiling. Your leg is also reaching towards the ceiling. And twist through your upper body. Stay low in that front knee. Then on your inhale, reach up to crescent lunge. So press through the ball of your right foot to help lift your chest. And sink your hips a little bit lower. Squeeze the inner thighs together. On your exhale, devotion pose. Hover that back knee. And then again, pull elbows down towards hips. Activate those back muscles. Open up the chest. Start to shift the weight into the right foot and launch into warrior three. So you may need to re-engage through the low core to lift that left leg. And if it's okay with your shoulders, reach your arms forward. If not, you can airplane your arms out, you choose. See if you can reach your biceps up by your ears. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bend and hover through the right knee. Good, keep the bend in the right knee. Step the left foot back for warrior one. You're grounded. And notice how that feels. Reconnect with your breath. And get really heavy in that left heel so you feel grounded in your back leg and straight and strong. Then press through the outside of your left foot so you can lift the inner arch up off the mat and bend even deeper through that right knee. Good. Take an inhale here, lengthen. On your exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back for that chest expansion. So see if you can draw your palms together to touch. So you can feel a deep opening in your shoulders. Take an inhale. On your exhale, humble warrior. So I have pretty tight shoulders here. It's helpful for me to use my strap instead of taking the chest expansion. So I can use it to pull my arms up and overhead. So if you have your strap and you'd like to use it, use it. And then notice what your hips are doing. So press your right hip back, your left hip forward. Scissor your inner thighs together. Activate your low belly. If you have the strap, slowly release it to the side. Release the chest expansion. Crawl your fingers forward. On your inhale, grounded airplane. So lift your heart, pull your chest through your arms, and lift your left leg up off the mat. Turn the eye of your left hip towards the floor. Square your hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. So knee comes behind calf. Get really low in the right knee and then press the left heel to the glute. On your inhale, come up to a half staff. Left toes flexed. Arms come by your ears. And really ground down through the four corners of your right foot. So ungrip those toes and press the foot down. And then on your exhale, airplane the arms. Good. Lift your fingernails up to the sky. And lift your left heel up and lift your heart. Lots of lifting here in airplane pose. And ground down through your right heel for stability. Take an inhale. On your exhale, keep your arms back. Land your left foot. Crescent with airplane arms. Good. Torso is parallel to the thigh. Press through your right heel, ground down. And left hand plants. Right arm reaches to the sky for grounded twist. So draw the low belly in and up. Scissor the inner thighs together. Gaze to the ceiling. Take an inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. Step it back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, if you have an itch like me, you can scratch it. If not, meet in downward facing dog. And inhale your left leg high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Really widen your fingers. Grip through your fingertips. So you really activate your shoulders on your back here. And then bend and stack open through the left knee. Ground through the right heel. You can roll out your ankle. Whatever you did on the other side. And see if you can equalize the weight in your hands. So press the left shoulder down, lift the right shoulder slightly up. Take an inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, native face. Draw it in. Good, inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, step foot to thumb, low lunge. But just like the other side, we'll take a few moments to floss out the joint. This is also a really nice calf stretch for me. So I'm rolling my right ankle forward and then back over my right toes. And then let's come to stillness. Drop that right knee down. Slide the right foot back slightly and untuck the toes. Come to crescent moon. So biceps up by your ears, Anjaneyasana. Also low crescent lunge, a few names for this pose. Keep your gaze set at one point straight in front of you on the horizon. Then turn your pinky fingers in towards one another. Feel the muscles on your upper back start to light up. You take an inhale, look between your hands. Keep your gaze there and then back bend. Pull the elbows down towards the hips. And feel your lat muscles activate. Good, inhale, reach back up to crescent moon. Then exhale to twist. So right elbow or armpit can come to the left knee, or you can take that open twist variation. So try to rotate the heart towards the thumbs. Look up to the sky and draw the shoulder out of the ear. Nice deep twist here. Feel it from the upper and mid back. Try to keep the low back nice and flat. And tuck your right toes under. On your inhale, lift that right knee. And then deepen the twist. Lean back. Find that your thumbs come closer to the sternum. And then lift the back of your right leg to the sky. Activate that leg. Feel your right glute engage. And untwist up to crescent lunge. So press through the front of your left foot. Feel the psoas stretch and sink your hips down a little bit more. Take an inhale. Exhale, deepen it. Take devotion pose. Hover that right knee. Cactus those arms and lift the heart. Then start to shift the weight into the left foot. Inhale your arms in front of you and your right foot behind you for warrior three. And start to turn the hip down and the right pinky toe down towards the floor. And reach out through fingers and toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center, bend and hover. Flatten the right foot on the mat at an angle and come up to warrior one. Yeah, so make the adjustments you need here in your legs. I'm crawling my left foot towards the front of my space. And then I notice my front ribs are splaying out, so I'm gonna draw them in and drop my hips down. This will give me a deeper stretch in my calf and in my psoas. So root down through your feet, take an inhale. On your exhale, you can interlace your fingers for that chest expansion, or you can grab for your strap and take it behind you. Puff up your chest on your breath in, and then exhale to humble. Good, shoulders come up and over the head. And ground down through your heels. Open up your left hip. And start to sink the chest towards the ground. Get a deep stretch in that left hip. And release the strap or the chest expansion. Crawl your fingers forward. Lift your heart and your right leg for grounded airplane. So pull your low belly up and in towards your spine. Feel really rooted in your foundation of your core. Lift your right leg a little bit higher. And exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee behind left calf. And get that hamstring work in by pulling heel to glute. Good, inhale to half staff. Right knee comes up and into the chest. Melt your shoulders down your back. And then notice if you're leaning back or forward and see if you can reach straight up and out of the hips. And start to reach that right foot back for airplane pose. Now lift your triceps high. That same activation in the shoulder blade, see if you can recreate that here. Pull your pinky fingers in towards one another. Then exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Land the right foot down. Keep reaching back through the fingers and out through the crown of the head. Good, chest parallel to the thigh and off of the thigh. Plant your right hand down. Inhale to grounded twist. Lift that right hip up. Pull that left hip back. Look up towards your top thumb. Take an inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so we're gonna flow through that as a moving meditation, breath to movement, to experience the vinyasa. And know that there's no expectation here to get anything right, and no expectation that you'll get anything wrong. So just do what you can do here and now. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, step foot to thumb. Drop your back knee and inhale, reach it up for crescent moon. Left hip flexor melts down. Exhale, cactus the arms, back bend. Tuck the grapefruit underneath your chin. Inhale, reach back up to crescent moon. And exhale to twist. Left elbow over the right knee. Tuck your back toes under. Inhale, lift that left knee up. And exhale, lean back in the twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lift up and out of the hips. Exhale, devotion pose. Hover your left knee right up off your mat. Good. Start to reach your arms forward. Lift your back leg up for warrior 3 on your inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend and hover. Drop your left foot down at an angle. Inhale, arms high for warrior 1. And exhale, take the chest expansion with or without the strap. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale to humble warrior. Inhale your arms forward and your left leg high, grounded airplane. Exhale, Shiva squat. Draw the left heel to the glute. And inhale up to half staff. Flex your left toes. And exhale, hinge from the hips, airplane pose. Take flight. Good. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Drop your right hand down. Inhale your right arm to the sky. And exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to face. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, foot to thumb. Drop your right knee. Lift your arms up for crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, take the back bend. Really open up through the chest. Inhale, reach back up for crescent moon. Pull low belly in. And from that depth, twist. The depth of the tuck. Right toes tuck under. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, lean back in that twist. Good. Inhale up to crescent lunge. Exhale, devotion pose. Hover that right knee. Start to shift the weight into your left foot. Reach your arms forward. Warrior 3. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend and hover. Drop the right foot at an angle. Inhale, warrior 1. And exhale to the chest expansion. Drag the knuckles down. Take a breath in. Then exhale, humble. Crawl fingers forward. Inhale, right leg high. Grounded airplane. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, right knee comes up and in towards the chest. Half staff. And exhale to airplane pose. Good. Stay here for your inhale. Lift your chest and your foot. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Plant your right hand, inhale, grounded twist, left arm high. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to face. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, foot to thumb. Drop that back knee for crescent moon. Inhale, lift through the heart. Take it up and back. And from the depth of this back bend here, cactus the arms. Yeah, draw the left hip down. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale to twist. Left elbow over right knee. Tuck back toes under. Inhale, lift left knee. Exhale, lean back. Look up to the sky. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms come up. Exhale, devotion pose. Left knee hovers. Inhale, warrior three. Arms reach forward. Left leg reaches up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Bend and hover, but keep that left leg lifted. Now drop it down. Inhale, warrior one. Thumbs come up and back. Exhale for the chest expansion. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, humble. Release fingers forward. Inhale, left leg high. Rounded airplane. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, half staff. Left knee comes up and in. Exhale, airplane pose. Use that low belly to keep you stable. Stay here for your inhale. Lift up. Exhale, crescent airplane arms. Drop left hand. Inhale, right arm high, grounded twist. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift those quads. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high on your breath in. Exhale, knee to face. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, foot to thumb. And drop that right knee for crescent moon and arc it up and back. Stay here, cactus your arms. Take a deeper back bend. Drop that right hip. And inhale, lift back up to crescent moon. Exhale to twist. Right elbow over the left knee. Tuck your right toes under. Inhale, lift that right knee up. And exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lift biceps by ears. Exhale, devotion pose, hover. Inhale, warrior three. Reach arms forward, balance on your left leg. Exhale, bend and hover. Drop right foot for warrior one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, chest expansion. Drag the knuckles down. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, humble warrior. Release hands down. Inhale, right leg high for grounded airplane. Exhale, Shiva squat. Take it low. Half staff, right toes flex, lift. And exhale, airplane. Balance on the left leg. Stay here for your inhale. Lift your heart a little bit. Then exhale, keep it lifted. Drop the right foot down, crescent airplane arms. Plant right hand, inhale, grounded twist. Exhale, chaturanga. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take 3 breaths here in downward facing dog. And let that all go. So whatever happened there happened, with or without any expectations or judgment. It looked perfect for you as you are right here, right now, and today. And get reconnected to the present moment. And use your breath here to help you. So take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, lion's breath. Good, seal your lips. Then inhale your right leg high to the sky. On your exhale, knee to nose, round and curl through the spine. Shift the weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, foot to thumb, low lunge. Good. Inhale to crescent lunge. And squeeze those inner thighs together. And drop the hips down. Lift the back leg. So hamstring on the left side lifts to the sky. And exhale, interlace your fingers. Take a chest expansion here in crescent lunge. You can lift your chest and draw your fingers down towards your glutes. Okay, pull your belly and zip up through the midline. Come back to crescent lunge on your inhale. And exhale, twist. Left elbow over, right knee. Spin your chest to the sky. Reach your right elbow tip towards the sky. And take an inhale. And on your exhale, step your left foot up to meet your right for chair twist. So hips sink back and down. They're in line with the knees. You're twisting from the upper back. Stay low and the hips come to chair pose. Biceps come up by your ears, hips sink back and down. Woo! And set your gaze at one point, lift through your heart. And start to shift your weight to your right foot for warrior three. Arms reach forward, left leg lifts up. Notice where you're distributing your weight in your right foot. If it's wobbling, that's good. It's strengthening your ankle. Usually reach out through your fingertips. Take an inhale. And exhale, bend your right knee and drop your left foot. Good. Come to warrior one. Settle in for a moment. Get the engagement in your legs. And draw those shoulders down your back, down to your hips. So we'll move to humble warrior and the toppling tree from here. So if you know you need your strap, you can grab it. You can take a chest expansion here or take your strap and draw it down. And inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, drop it down for humble warrior. So if you want to stay here, you can totally stay right here. Or you can start to draw the chest on the thigh on the right side. Ground down through the right foot. And then lift that left leg up. Square the left hip down. And see if you can take your gaze towards your right leg. Toppling tree. Okay, stay here for one more inhale. And exhale, step the foot back. Come back to warrior one. Take a breath in. And exhale, drop the hands down. Lift the left foot up for grounded airplane. Pull the heart forward. Exhale to Shiva squat. Good, inhale, half staff. I know that right leg's burning, mine is too. Pull that low belly in. And this time exhale, crescent with airplane. Arms come straight down. Arms sweep back. Inhale, grounded twist. Right arm reaches high. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, one more side. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, knee to face. Now pull the chest and the thigh closer together. See if you can round more through the upper back. Then inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, step your foot to your thumb. Low lunge. Good, set up through the feet. Ground down through all four corners of the left foot. Press down through the ball of the right foot, come to crescent lunge. You're gonna pull the front of your pelvis up towards your heart and sink a little bit lower through your hips. Take your hands behind your back, chest expansion, palms come together. Lift up through your sternum. Draw your hands down. See if you can straighten that back leg a little bit. And then come to crescent lunge. Reach the arms back up to the sky. Gaze is set on the horizon. Bring your hands to your heart center. And take a twist. Right elbow to outside of left knee. And lean a little bit. Reach straight in through that right leg. And draw that right hip toward the front, left hip to the back. You're gonna take an inhale. And exhale, step your right foot up to meet your left. Chair twist. Draw your hips back and down. Spin your heart to the sky. And stay low in the hips, come to chair pose. Sink the weight back into your heels and press your hips back. Back, back, back. So your knees are over your ankles. And start to shift the weight into your left foot for warrior one. Right foot reaches up to the sky. Arms reach out in front of you. And strengthen that left ankle by drawing the weight equally throughout that left foot. Really reach out through your fingers and your right ball of your foot. Inhale. And exhale, bend that left knee. Step the right foot out. Warrior one, inhale. Good, scoop the front of your pelvis up. Sink your hips down. Now if you need that strap, you can grab it. We're gonna go into that chest expansion. Inhale, lift the heart, and exhale to humble. Good, so shoulder to the inside of the knee for humble. For toppling tree, chest comes to the thigh. Start to pull the low belly up so you're lifting your midline with your low core. And that helps to lift your right leg up off the ground. And start to draw your gaze towards your left foot. Reach your right leg up a little bit higher. And slowly release the strap down. Come back to warrior one. Take an inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, draw the hands down. Inhale, grounded airplane, right leg lifts. Exhale to Shiva squat. Inhale, half staff, right knee comes up and into the chest. And exhale, sweep the arms back, crescent with airplane arms. That right leg lands. Plant right hand, inhale, left arm to the sky, grounded twist. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Your full inhales and exhales right here. Good, this last one, lion's breath on the exhale. Okay, lift your right leg up to the sky. On your exhale, half pigeon. Our right shin comes parallel-ish to the front of your mat. Left leg long. Press through the top of your foot. You can stay here. You can bring your forearms down. You can bring your forehead down. You can stay here in sleeping pigeon if you're there, or you can take your left arm underneath you for a thread the needle version, and then take your right arm, take a half bind drop behind your back. And left ear can come to the mat, and you can look up towards your right shoulder. Relax your chest down. And this intensifies the hip stretch some, so make a decision if this is what you need, and if it's not what you need, take another variation. No expectations. If you're in the twist, come back to sleeping pigeon for a few breaths. And start to crawl your hands towards your shin. And come back to three-legged dog. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Bend and stack your hip, and then flip your dog. Both feet come to the ground. Hips reach up to the sky. Right bicep comes by your ear, and then look back towards your right thumb. Yeah, use the strength of your feet and your legs to press into the ground to lift your hips up a little bit higher. And come back to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Then exhale, half pigeon. Right leg is really long. And toes are straight back from the ankle. Make sure they're not sickling in or out. And you can start to come down to your forearms or your forehead for sleeping pigeon. You can take that thread the needle variation, right arm under left. Left arm sweeps behind the back for a half bind. Right ear comes to the mat. You can look over towards your right fingers or your left shoulder. And start to unravel the twist, come back to sleeping pigeon. And start to press the chest up, tuck the right toes under. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Bend and stack, come onto the ball of your right foot, and flip your dog. Both feet press down into the floor. Lift your hips up, and then look towards your left hand. And feel the back bend. Just rejuvenate your spine. And stay here for another inhale. And then exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And drop down onto your knees. And reach your legs out long in front of you for Dandasana staff pose. Ground down through your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. On your inhale, lift your biceps up by your ears. And exhale to fold. If you have that strap, you can use that for this forward fold to help you get your feet or a deeper stretch here in your hamstrings. And slowly start to walk your hands back up your legs. And then take your hands, palms down, and slide them just barely underneath your glutes. And start to come down onto your forearms. Point your toes. And drop your throat open for fish pose. Forehead melts down to the mat. Use your forearms to press your chest up. Maybe crown of the head touches, maybe it doesn't. Just keep opening up through your throat and lifting your heart. 2 more breaths. And tuck in through your chin to your chest and come all the way down onto your back. And tuck in through the pelvis. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, left leg is long. Flex your right toes, and give your knee a squeeze, and exhale, supine twist. Draw it across your body. And slowly start to draw both knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself another hug and squeeze. Right leg comes out long. Left knee comes up towards the armpit. Give yourself a little squeeze here. Fingers interlacing on the shin. And exhale to twist. Left knee comes across the body. And tuck that right hip underneath. And draw the left shoulder blade on the mat. And slowly start to unwind. Draw knees back to center into the chest. Exhale to Shavasana, your final resting pose. So where we started, we end is a full circle. Without any expectations for how the next few moments are supposed to look like for you. And drop in. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Take a fetal position on your right or your left side. And be still. Taking your time, come to an easy seat in the center of your mat. Bring your thumbs to your heart center. Take a big breath in. And exhale it out. Bring your thumbs to your forehead center, the seat of your intuition. You know what's right for you. Without any expectations from me or from society or anybody else. You do you. The wild-hearted yogi in me loves the wild-hearted yogi in you. Namaste. Thanks you guys so much for tuning into class. It was so great to have you. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel. If you are already a subscriber, share away with your friends and your family. And also, if you'd like some live classes on Zoom, I host them 3 times a week right now. So check out wildhearts.yoga/classes. And it'll give you the calendar, the times, and when to expect the classes and what they are. So hope to see you soon.